Okay. Okay, I think we are on air now. Finally. Let's see, February, April, and let's watch this now and see if we are broadcasting live. Okay. Okay. Hey everybody, it's Miss T. I wanted to show you guys some things that what I'm doing now. Haven't done a video in a while, so I decided that I would get on here and show you guys what I've got going on. We're doing sublimation printing now. For those of you who don't know what sublimation is, give me 1 second. Get that water. Oh, I'm thirsty. Thanks. Okay, so for those of you who don't know what sublimation is this is a sublimation print. Sublimation is done pretty much on 100% polyester. Um, you can use 50/50 dry blend shirts. Let me know if you guys hear me by texting something in that chat line in the message area. But it's done using 100% polyester. You can use a 50/50. You don't feel anything on this shirt because the inks are actually dyed into the shirt once it's printed, and you get a permanent t-shirt. You can do it on light color shirts. It's a great way for doing like one-ofs and stuff like that. And it's a great way to get into printing at a reasonable cost. So I know that they have the sublimation printers. I started looking around because we have a lot of people who want to do like small orders and stuff like that. And so I'm trying to accommodate that base. What we did is we got into sublimation for about $350. Versus going and buying one from one of the t-shirt distributors for about $1,500. So this is a 13 by 19 inch printer. This is the WF 7620. It's a 13 by 19 inch printer. It has 3 different printing compartments that you can print out of. So you've got tray number 2, which is a 13 by 19, goes up to 13 by 19 inch, but it only prints on regular plain paper settings, which is fine. Then you've got tray number 1, which also prints up to 13 by 19 inch. And that is for your glossy paper, matte, whatever. I love this printer because I can put my 13 by 19 inch sheets here and my 8.5 by 11 or 11 by 17 there. It also has a automatic feed tray in the back if you want to set this up for if you want to do any other type of printing like cardstock or anything like that. You could load it from the back. You could also set that continuous roll paper from the back. That would be awesome. The other thing that you can do is, because it is copy, print, fax, and all that stuff, you could just do, say if someone brought you a picture, you could just scan this picture in, put your sublimation paper in here, and just run off your copies, and then hit it with your heat press, which would do it real fast, like boom, 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 knock it out. Show you how I converted this over. So the printer was about $199. It's touchscreen. I love the touchscreen effect to it. It's Wi-Fi, and you can print from your phone and your iPad. So it does Android or iPad. You can do cloud printing. Real good printer. It also scans wirelessly, which I had the 7615, and it didn't do that. So you can do that, but the great thing is it's $1.99. It's a little, so that's like $100 cheaper than the 1430, which you can only have, one cartridge. Um, the continuous ink system on eBay was $50, and then the sublimation inks was about another $50. So let's say about 350, and you're in. The paper, you can get paper for 13 by 19 inch, 100 sheets will run you about $30. So that's what that is. I'm gonna show you how I set it up. It was pretty easy to set up. The hardest part is setting it up though. And I'm just gonna open up the cartridge, open up the whole thing. I'll close that part. And I'm gonna move my camera over here where you guys can see it. What I did. So this is the printer. This is the ink system, and you just fill it up with your sub inks. Pop this out, fill it up with the sublimation inks, trying to get it to where it's focused. Pop this little container, this little thing out here, fill it up with your sublimation inks. You're going to leave the back unhooked because you want air to flow through there. And you've got to prime this before you put it in. So you've got to prime the inks to get the inks flowing through the system. And the way that you're going to do that is once you get it, your system, you see this little round area here. Okay, these little dots. Let's see, I'm trying to zoom in on it. This area here, you're just going to put a syringe in each one of these holes, and you're just going to kind of pull it up, and that's going to get the ink flowing. You'll see your yellow ink, your magenta, your cyan, and your black. You'll see it start to flow up through there, and then it'll come, a little bit of it'll come in your syringe, and then it's primed. Once it comes up through the syringe, you got ink going all the way through with no air bubbles. And then you can still reuse that ink, just plop it back off into the system and close that up, and it's ready to go. Once you pop it in there, it's pretty much ready to go. If you need to reset your inks for any reason, there's a little button here that's a reset. And that's where if it pops up, tells you it's not genuine ink or it won't print or anything like that, you use that. They have batteries. A battery here looks like a watch battery that's keeping this thing going, and it also comes with a replacement battery. I've only had it for a few days, so of course I haven't had to use it, but I can knock off a lot of prints with this. This was actually full. When you get your inks, it'll actually fill this up, and I've probably done, well, I ordered 100 sheets of 13 by 19 inch, and I've already used those sheets. So I've made like 3 times my money back on that. But that's the continuous ink system. And like I said, about $350, and you're in the sublimation game. Got about $350. Let's see here. Okay. Put that back there. Okay, so about $350 and you're in the game. Let's see here. Don't see any questions popping up. Oh, let's see here. I think I do. Does dye migration occur? No, what you're going to do is you're going to print your, so when you're doing your sublimation prints and you get ready to heat press this onto the fabric, you're going to heat the press up to about anywhere between 375 and 400 degrees, just depending on your press, for about 30 seconds, anywhere 20 to 30 seconds. And you're going to use medium pressure. Don't use heavy pressure, because if you use heavy pressure, you'll get the paper marks in that. And instead of using the Teflon sheet, don't use the Teflon sheet. Use like a butcher paper that you get at the store. Use a butcher paper for it and only use one per side, because the Teflon sheet, when the gases turn and it sublimates into the shirt, you'll get that ghost image on that Teflon sheet. And if you print something on that Teflon sheet, then you end up getting you'll get that migration, but you won't have any type of problems with that. Yes, that's an Epson printer, Jason. It's the this one is the Epson WF7620. You can also use the 1430. I would have bought the 1430, but I actually was looking for a printer to use for to do my films with, my screen printing films. My printer went out, my 1400 went out, and I went to go buy a 1430, couldn't find it in the store, needed it that day. So I ended up running across this one. Once I got it and I seen that, you can have the 3 different compartments, I fell in love with it and decided that I wanted to convert it into a sublimation printer. So I've actually got another one in the back, and I'm going to buy one more, so I'll have 3 total. One to do my screen printing films with, and you can buy a continuous ink system to do that with also, and just fill it with all black inks for dye, just dye inks or pigment based, depending on what you use for screen printing. So we've added sublimation. I've been getting about $25 on those so far. I'm probably going to end up getting a great big heat press and doing all over prints um, at some point. I'm thinking about doing that. Oh, nice! You got the 4880. I've got a 3880, and I may convert that over into a sub printer, but those cartridges are really, really expensive. Y'all got any questions for me regarding anything? It's spring, so I'm ready to get to screen printing and all of that good stuff. Surprise, it's pretty slow here today for a Monday. Mondays are the days that my phone is normally ringing off the hook. I've actually got a headset now, so I can walk around the whole shop with my headset on and answer the phone in the midst of me doing other stuff. So that's been like a lifesaver for me. I'm running my whole office, the front office. I'm running all of this by myself now. I don't have an assistant. I'm looking for someone, but until I find the right person, I guess it'll just be me. So it's been kind of rough getting to do stuff and all that different stuff. Let's see if I can find any questions. I can see you guys, it's kind of hard to go through your questions as we're live. Let's see here. Show less. And well, I think that's about it. I don't think you guys have any more questions, so I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. And if you have any questions on anything, screen printing or anything like that, I am in the shop today. You can hit me on the page under, where it has chat or something like that. Something like that. Who knows? I'm not really sure. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys.